Yeah, I guess with any luck, this will be the at least the final part of like the recording series. I've missed a lot of lore, and I've tried to get as much as I can, but there's really just there's too much in this game. I have the steel set, which doesn't have any kind of description at all. Except probably just being a really strong armor. Yeah. But we got the Drangleic helm, which completes that set. Oh, symbol of avarice. A piece depicting the avarice creatures that mimic human. Removes treasure chests, increase self-absorption, an item discovery, but steadily drains HP. There's a curious tale of an incredibly covetous ancient deity. Clearly has currency among some miscreants, or this would have never been crafted. Captain Drummond's helmet. The traditional Drang-like helmet belonged to Captain Drummond. In his day, King Vendrick was fair and just and expected the same of his liegemen. This helm was proof of King Vendrick's trust and honor until his transfiguration.
You've had quite a journey, I can see. You must have a glorious number of souls by now. What a wonderful feeling that must be.
Yeah, we should, actually buying her ring seems like a good idea, considering,
May the path offer your souls.
okay, what do we got?
You must, what a...
Buy item. So yeah, we only need one homeward. We have 2 lightning spears already. Caressing prayer. Not really needed. Force has a ton of uses as it is. The life spells are really the only thing that there's any value in duplicates.
May the path offer your soul. You must, what a one. What is the first flame? Well, it's... You're not ready to comprehend it, I'm afraid. You require more faith and more miracles, many more miracles. To cast we preserve their...
Alright.
No need for the gods.
I was just getting my last little bit of stuff from her because the end of her quest line is really quite ugly. And that's really just what we're doing now.
Curses. Puzzled me out, have you?
Guilt-free, huh? She has a lot of HP. So you actually do kind of need to mean it to to take her down. Oh my lord. Gotcha. And you get all kinds of crap from her. I'll never be able to remember all that. But the Rotunda Stone, let's give it a look. Do you actually... The stone which rotates the medulla rotunda insert into the central pillar to align the rotunda with a different passageway. Nothing magical about it, but a fine feat of engineering. And then we got Resplendent Light, the second. Yeah. Hold on, I'm just gonna... Yeah, Lycia. Soothing Sunlight. Special miracle passed down through the ages, greatly heal HP of self and nearby allies. This miracle, once kept by the Lindalt Monastery, was stolen and never recovered. Yeah. That. I'm not strong enough to use these. Oh, these actually can be upgraded. Priest Chime 8. That must... Is it naturally A then? I guess. So you get the Idle Chime, this thing, which is Lycia's. In any town, there will be a few folk with unusual urges. They either endeavor to resist those urges or act upon them out of the view of others. The world is not so welcoming, they may bear their souls true. And then there is the Saint set. Dress worn by miracle casting clerics belong to Lycia of Lindal. While it's true Lycia dedicated herself to miracles, it's rare for anyone to pass through life without trouble. Even clerics aren't always who they seem. Ooh. Grants slight increase to spell uses. Belong to Lycia of Lindell, worn by miracle casting clerics. Lindell is founded upon stringent commandments. Its inhabitants often travel to distant lands for ascetic training, but more than a few of these trainees liberate themselves from Lindell's teaching in the process. Increases number of casts for each spell. And that basically takes care of the lore. I'm just moving that back to where it was. It's a pretty satisfying end for her story. Like, she can die in a fire as far as I care. She shows you what she really is, like, pretty early on. Let's get to the chapel threshold. I'm just going to undo my sin. Which... There's the ladder.
Now, you seek indulgence?
197?
Such,
Really?
whenever you...
That's 90. It's not that much sin, I guess. I think it's just one NPC sin. So, yeah, we have to go into the Undead Crypt. So I'll just... We just run. Alright, we gotta take on Vendrick. Yeah. Before we kill you, let's enchant our weapon. I suppose I should have counted to make sure we had the correct amount of I can't believe this guy's ever successfully managed to kill me. Just like nothing. $99,000. And then we have to go to the Shrine of Amana and collect his soul. Vendrick. I didn't even take a single hit against this guy. Okay, so it can only be collected once per playthrough. And we did end up with 5. Hmm. Actually, we're way too far in. Yeah, faster than you! I think this is where I need to be. Oh, yeah. Actually, I know. I remember now. It's actually across this bridge. I'm just like, where are we going? Now I remember. There it is. Soul of the King. And the King's set. Crown of Vendrick, King of Drangleic. What makes a king? Some say it is a birthright, while others call it destiny. Perhaps it is not important as long as the king's name serves to unite his people. And the rest of it is part of the king's set. No new lore there. Alright, now I can get our crowns. Okay. Run, Forrest, run! Alright, now I talk to Vendrick with all the crowns. While I do that, I'm just gonna checklist all the bosses I've fought.
One day fire will fade, and dark will become a curse. Men will be free from death, left to wander eternally. Dark will again be ours, and in our true shape, we can bury the false legends of yore. Only, is this our only choice? Seeker of fire, coveter of the throne. Seek strength.
And this makes you immune to curse as well, I believe.
The rest will follow.
And that is the end of that dialogue. Alright, now I'm... Heat radiates from the ancient crowns. Um, yeah, we actually should now be able to purge our sin. And I'm going to do that just Set of hands are clean for endgame. I'm blanking on what's left to be done.
Now, confess your sins to me.
There's something else I thought of that I was meant to
You
do, but
seek
now I can't.
indulgence? Then tell me of your transgression. Your sin has been forgiven. May your contrition be sincere and enduring. We must never forget our sins.
No, we are basically now at the end. Oh, I remember now. I wanted to, one more trip into Brightstone Cove to, yeah, check out the, Old King Soul. I knew there was something. Flower there. I was going out on a limb and assuming that
Hello?
Horn Effects is the path as far as this goes. Soul of the King for the Ruler's Sword. Or we can do a King Altar Greatsword, which honestly seems kind of disappointing.
Come again.
Yeah, there's the lore. Yeah, we're basically all it's left to do is beat the game, which in all honesty I've done that a ton. But apparently with these crowns you can't go hollow. I just want to test that quick. Yep. No ill effects from death. We have a date with Endgame. We really need the King's Ring. Can we actually buff it both ways? I guess so. Oh, there was actually a giant club I was interested in too. Giant Warriors Club. Club of the giants that besieged Drangleic, nothing more than a boulder bound to a tree, but a very powerful, if primitive weapon. King Vendrick, in adherence to Queen Nashandra's counsel, led his armies north in an effort to subjugate the giants and claim their powerful souls for his own. Damage-wise, it's actually quite disappointing. Cool, we get spell cast back. Got a Vengirl. Bradley. The Stander, that's the player. I can put both magic. Looks like you just get one. Fair enough. I shouldn't have any trouble soloing.
Brave undead, you have proven yourself to me. Now, be one with the dark.
Alright, she's gonna put these things up. Look at that damage. Ouch. Down you go.
Many monarchs have come and gone. One drowned in poison, another succumbed to flame. Still another slumbers in the realm of earth. Not one of them stood here as you do now. You, conqueror of adversities. Give us your answer.
Havel's shield is really very nice. It really becomes quite impregnable once that barrier goes up. Oh, get in there. You mad? Yeah, pretty miffed. There we go. Now I have to find out where he's gonna. Just have to be careful. We got a magic weapon cast back. It's pretty simplistic stuff. There isn't a really complicated procedure for fighting him.
I lost everything and remain here patiently. The throne will certainly receive you. But the question remains. Would you tell me? Light, dark, or something else entirely?
Proceed to throne.
You who link the fire. You who bear the curse. Once the fire is linked, souls will flourish anew, and all of this will play out again. It is your choice to embrace or renounce this.
But when you do, make sure it's via royal decree. It's the most important thing. I flip a ruler now.
Great Sovereign, take your throne. What lies ahead, only you can see.
Can you see it, though? That wish set's pretty glorious. It's a better experience than the original Dark Souls 2, but it still falls a little bit short of the first game. So I'm just thinking, God, let me. So I got Sirlon, the Iron King. I'm only up to as far as what I got on YouTube, and that finishes uploading at the beginning of July. So let me see what this. Yeah, I'm gonna be. This series is gonna be going up till towards the end of July. Trying to decide. I'm gonna at least take a short break from playing Dark Souls. But then the next game, obviously, working on the whole thing is Dark Souls 3, which is now the only Souls game I don't actually have on YouTube. And who knows how long that game's going to take me. I suspect it actually won't take as long because it's a massive area, Dark Souls 3, but I don't think it takes as long as 2 to get through. Yeah, I've already done Bloodborne years ago, so I don't have to worry about that. I've actually done everything that can be done in Bloodborne trophy-wise. I'll probably never platinum this game. There's too many. There's a couple of Covenant-related ones that just make the grinding too lengthy. Just apologize here at the end for any lore that I might have missed or not read for whatever reason. There's a whole bunch of stuff in the game I didn't even bother to grab. In order to grab and read it all would have added many more hours to this playthrough. Especially with Dark Souls 3, I think the item lore is a little bit better. There's kind of more of a balance of weapons. I think there's more than Dark Souls 1, but a little bit less than Dark Souls 2. Just a ridiculous swath of weapon content in 2. Having a lot of choice is good, but it can be detrimental if you have too much choice. There's supposedly a guy working on a mod that makes Dark Souls 2 look a little bit nicer. Maybe this will be worth revisiting on PC when that comes out. There's certainly... I didn't even get into magic casting till the very end. It was mostly healing and weapon buffs for my strength build. And you can have even more strength to use even more ridiculous weapons, which I tinkered around with. But the Red Iron Twin Blade actually kind of became my final weapon. I could have like switched between the club and the butcher knife the entire game too, but I kind of wanted that little bit of variety, and by the time it came time to think about changing the Red Iron Twin Blade, we were pretty close to the end anyway. If I'm right though, it's going to plunk us back in, and you have to actually decide to go into New Game Plus. So if you want to keep playing after you beat the game, the best way to just safely collect everything is like after you've killed all the bosses. Then you kind of dictate what you aesthetic and then like how you get to those bosses and whatnot. Or you just go to New Game Plus and collect another set of boss souls. I am not actually going to activate New Game Plus. So I think I'd actually enjoy like continuing to work on this, round out this character a little bit. The funny thing was I got invaded several times to the point where I'm just like, let's play offline. And then right towards the end I started winning duels. Go figure. But I think it's all the way up to like, up till even like all the DLCs, I don't think I'd won a single duel. But yeah, we got The Last of Us 2 coming out soon. My Final Fantasy Marathon playthrough, where I have to decide whether I want to finish Tactics or maybe go on to Final Fantasy VIII. I'm of the mindset that I'm going to resume Tactics at some point and try to power through it, but whether or not that ever actually ends up happening, I don't know. I'm only human. I do sometimes lose interest in games. Doing a recording series is meant to like force me to finish games, but sometimes it doesn't happen. Yeah, there we go. You can begin journey number 2.
You've been long away. What would you like? Well,
yeah, Titanite chunks become infinite now that we've beaten the game. Everything else you have to find more of,
No interest.
which makes farming a major pain in the behind.
Your visit. One day might teach.
I'm glad to see.
I'm just seeing.
Be safe.
The armor guy's worth a quick check here too.
You need armor? Are you sure?
Yeah, everything was. The only thing is Alicia is now dead, so you can't. That's strange. Well, like some of these guys, like the Pyromancer has limited pyromancies. Alicia's miracles are unlimited. It's just really weird. But yeah, it's a good place to leave off. The Crowns have their own. They each have their own little abilities. It's impossible to actually go hollow with these crowns on, which is neat. It's neat, except that you get it very near the end. So you really have to, I think, get to New Game Plus before you can truly enjoy that. But yeah. This is my character. This is the gear she's wearing. And we're gonna call it a playthrough from here. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you have and haven't already done so, feel free to follow button above it one time, or sub, like, and share if you're catching this on YouTube, which will be at this point sometime towards the end of July, with the method I've chosen to upload. Yeah, guys, take care. Have a great one, and we'll see you next time, and we'll see you on the next game. Till then, later on, have a bow, the war cry for beating the game, and any other little bits of fun for getting to this. Praise be the sun. Take care, guys.